Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's me, Eden, from 4K Gaming World. Well, this is gonna be one of those videos where I'm gonna have to own my mistake. And I've been doing a lot of research lately. I've been reading a lot about the upscale and the technology behind the upscale 4K TVs. And I just want to say that I was wrong about the upscale, about the video where I said that TVs cannot upscale, 4K TVs cannot upscale by themselves. And I think there might have been a confusion that I had with the upscale is what I didn't consider was the pixel ratio that TVs use. And the pixel ratio on the 4K TVs is much higher than the standard 1080p. And obviously, I should have done a little bit more research on that. I should have gone through that. But hey, I can admit and I can apologize that I was wrong. That's why I'm making this video, to say that I was wrong. But that still doesn't change the fact, the way Hard 8 Gaming's been kind of exposing me and making videos about me. He could have done it in a more educational way. I just wish that he had done it in a more like educational way. But he was kind of mocking me. But hey, you know what? I was wrong, and I'm gonna show it to you why I was wrong and why the confusion happened in the first place. And here's why. This is the article. This is from CNET, and what you're seeing right here is a 4K TV, and you see a smaller picture. You see two kangaroos next to the beach. What they're showing here is this is 1920 by 1080 pixels. This is what you would be looking at the 1080p if it wasn't being up converted to 4K to fill in the screen. Now, granted, when they're talking about up conversion, you're not getting a true native 4K. You're still getting a 1080p, but up converted to fill in the pixels, to fill in the screen. All right. Here, let me go ahead and let me show you. Let me just go ahead and turn it like this. And then let me scroll down through it. All right. And this is what they mean by that. Okay, this is a 4K TV. You can see it. And they're showing how this is what happens if your TV doesn't upscale your 1920 1080p content to fill in the screen. This is how it would look. And the main reason is here, I'll read it for you. And this is what it says right here. I'll read the whole thing. All 4K resolution TVs have 4 times as many pixels as 1080p TVs. Put another way, they have 4 times as much screen real estate to fill. And that's what they were showing on that video. And let's read some more. The math and logic behind how an image is scaled, and scaled well, it's way beyond the scope of this article. The basics are this. Detail refers to how sharp the edges are. The finer the edges, the more apparent detail is going to be. For the most part, a scaler figures out what's an edge and then makes some assumption as to how to make that edge finer. And here's another article right here. It says, it's not magic. The thing is, this isn't magic, nor is it perfect. Unlike TV shows and movies that can zoom in to read fingerprint on security camera footage from 20 yards away, real-world scaling can do a little but can't work miracles. So what they're saying basically, if you're upscaling something, it's going to smoothen out the edges, but it's not going to look better than the original format. Here's an example I made to demonstrate the subtle differences in detail when scaling images. First is 1920 by 1080 pixel portion of a photo I took. The second image is the same one size down to 540 to 304, and large to fill in 1920 by 1080. And he's got a photo right here. I'm going to show you. There it is. You see above the original image below, it shrunk to 540, 304, and then blown up to 1080p. That's being upscaled. And there you go. Now he's getting more real estate. You can see how he's got more real estate here. And then here. So it's a huge difference. But it's also more blurrier because what scaling does, it's doubling the images. It's doubling the images of a material that wasn't meant to be in that resolution. If you're filming something in a 2K format and then you're upscaling it to 4K format, it's not going to look that good. So that's what they're saying basically. But here, let's scroll downhill a little bit more. There's some more interesting stuff here. So can a good scaling make a 1080p image look good on 4K TV? Compared to that same content, badly upconverted? Yes, in CNET's reviews of the better 4K TVs, we found that 1080p Blu-ray upconverted to 4K screens looks great, although not appreciably better than 1080p or 1080p TV. It's also worth noting, just because content it's in 4K resolution, that does not necessarily mean it's good. I've seen some convincing demos where pristine upconverted 1080p content was shown on 4K TV side by side with the true 4K version of the same content on the second identical 4K TV. It was hard to tell a difference even up close. Well, that's true too. That said, the best 1080p content is never going to look as good as the best 4K content. Okay, so here's the bottom line. This is what I want to read. Like any marketing, take the claim from TV manufacturers with a grain of salt. Good upconversion can improve the apparent detail in image. I've seen side-by-side demos that make 1080p look nearly as sharp as 4K. Admittedly, these were put on by a company which makes scalers, but the potential is there, just as it was going from standard to high definition. So, in other words, what they're saying is it depends on the upscaler. Xbox One S, granted, has a better upscaler, so it's going to look much better on my Xbox One S as to oppose me plugging in my Xbox One S directly and outputting only, let's say, my original Xbox One and outputting only 1080p. So, granted, Xbox One has better upscalers, so that's why certain games that are like Forza 6 look a little bit better because of the good master 1080p and then being upscaled 4 times with Xbox One S GPU. So anyway, this is a video where I apologize for me being stubborn, not doing more research on it. I should have done a little bit more research on it. Even I was confused. And the main reason I was confused is why isn't it showing that detail and resolution? And what confused me is the 16:9. And I should have known better. 4K TV has more pixels, and those pixels has to be filled in. They have to be put in. They have to be filled in. And I made a mistake. I was wrong. That's all I can say. But at least I can make a video to say that I was wrong. And this is where I make a video to admit that I was wrong. This doesn't mean that I'm gonna like shake hands with Hard 8 Gaming or that we're gonna be friends or anything like that. I still don't like the way he, picks on people, bullies on people. I still don't like the way he works. But anyway, I just wanna, admit that I was wrong. And that's all. That's all there is to it. At least I can admit that I was wrong. So there it is. All right, guys. And I'll do some more videos in the coming days. Thank you.